Jake, how are you feeling right now? What's the confidence level as we near the end of camp?
Confidence level is very high. We've done every single thing right in this camp, and you know, I'm on fire. I'm fighting guys in sparring that are better than Tyron. So I think the fight night's going to be the easiest day of training yet.
Yeah, and you're still so young in your career, so I imagine things are kind of clicking and new stuff is coming in every day. So is there anything you can point to in this camp that you felt as being like your biggest stride or something that has really clicked for you in a certain way?
Well, look, I mean, I haven't really even got to show my ability in the boxing ring yet under the lights. People don't really even know my style. They don't really even know how I fight. They haven't seen my inside game. They haven't seen my body work. So, I have so much of my arsenal that hasn't been displayed yet, and we've only added to that in this camp. And I'm excited to show that off. And like you said, I'm still young, and I'm learning so much every single day, growing exponentially because I have an amazing team, and because I'm forced to rise to the occasion. I'm forced to become the same level, if not above, of these expert strikers who I'm going up against, such Tyron Woodley being one of them. So I'm forced to rise to that level. And when you have to accomplish something, when you have to get somewhere, it makes you better every single day.
So when are the wheels going to fall off? According to Dana White, you're just kind of a fad that's going to fade away soon. I know you were showing that on your Instagram story. Thank you for sharing the MMA Junkie kind of link there too. But what did you make of those comments? It seemed like you found that pretty amusing.
No, I just think it's funny, like if you really are losing relevancy, then no one talks about you. So like the fact that this guy talks about me more than he talks about any other fighter of his, it's pretty funny. Like you would think Jake Paul is the #1 fighter in the UFC the way he promotes me. But I think it's smart when he calls me out. Everyone writes about it. All the articles write about it, and then he pushes his narrative of what he wants to market behind it. And he knows I'm going to respond and cook him, and then that just drives more attention. He's an old hater, and I think he sees what I'm doing to his business model. I'm affecting his pockets. I'm talking about fighter pay. This guy is betting $7 million on blackjack, but his fighters are starting GoFundMe pages. So there's all this bad press coming out about him because of me, and that's messing up his business. And he's going to say whatever he can to try and diminish what I have going on and to try and ruin it. But what he doesn't understand about the internet is him talking about me just only adds fuel to my fire.
Any idea why Logan isn't fighting Anderson Silva? I think a lot of people are expecting that, but they just announced Anderson Silva and Tito Ortiz this morning.
Yeah, I honestly I saw that too. I knew that the Logan versus Anderson fight wasn't happening, but I don't know what the reasoning was behind it, and I didn't know why they came to an agreement. So I don't know who Logan's going to fight. I've been trying to get him. I'm throwing names at him all the time. I just think he's, he fought Floyd Mayweather. He accomplished everything that there is to accomplish.
The reality is, like, McGregor is a high-level fighter. But again, all the things. When I said it was a cry for help, I did it with no ill intent. This was just me saying, find some people that are willing to step out and say, hey, man, let's get everything right. But the reality is, I don't need to be friends with Conor McGregor. So I really don't care what he thinks about me personally. I'm going to continue to do my job. And where he deserves praise, he'll get praise. Where he deserves to be critiqued, he will get critiqued.
I'm on fire. I'm fighting guys in sparring that are better than Tyron. So I think the fight night's going to be the easiest the easiest day of training yet. Expert strikers who I'm going up against, such Tyron Woodley being one of them.
Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you.